And to you.
Laughter really is the best medicine. This week's Staying Well looks at laughter yoga classes where people who take this class say it reduces stress and relieves pain. Watch.
In laughter yoga, we come together in a group and we generate laughter as a form of exercise. We make eye contact with other people and engage in playful exercises. Very good, yay! It's called laughter yoga because of the diaphragmatic breathing that takes place. When we laugh, it's a full inhalation and a full exhalation.
Laughing is good exercise. You feel it from the bottom of your diaphragm up. It really lifted my spirits in ways that I had not anticipated.
Ooh. It feels good to laugh because you get a change in the uptake of the naturally circulating endorphins, and those are the body's painkillers, and you actually get a measurable increase in your ability to tolerate pain.
Laughter yoga definitely helps me to manage stress better. I'm more open to solutions coming to me because I'm in this relaxed space.
Over a longer time scale, you get a decrease in cortisol, and cortisol is a stress hormone. When you laugh, you feel better, you're more relaxed, and you become less stressed.
Breathe in, stretch up. I do think laughter is the best medicine. Science shows us it is, and I've experienced it in my own life.
Some of you say, what is he laughing for? That is what you get when you experience Celeste Green. I apologize for the audio difficulties before, but I want you guys to have this explosive experience that we're going to have today. So I want to welcome you to One Transformation Center, the Transformative Conversation, sponsored by One Transformation Center, where we celebrate humanity. It is our goal, it's our mission to inspire, motivate, and heal lives and relationships across the globe. And we are here charged to bring you these type of experiences, the transformative experiences that will help you to be able to live a life that is more peaceful, that is more in alignment with the truth of who you are, that it gives you the opportunity to truly be that spiritual being having a human experience that allows you to go forth and be transformative, not only in your life, in your circle, but also throughout the world, to allow your light to shine even brighter. So I hope that you're ready for this amazing experience, this amazing guest, for she is wonderful. I've had the personal pleasure to watch her in action. I've involved my family, and they've enjoyed it. They look forward to it. We've missed the last couple of those, but they look forward to it, and they're asking me, when is it coming on again? When is it coming on again? So I want to, just for those who don't know, let me introduce myself. My name is Samuel. You may see it on the screen, Samuel, aka Crumby Jr., aka me. And I am the transformational leader of One Transformation Center. So without any further ado, let me bring on Celeste, because I want her to introduce herself, because I will never do her any justice. The clip gave you a little snippet. You can also go to her website and give you some information on her too as well. So without any further ado, Celeste, join us on the stream. Hey, good evening to you, friend.
Good evening. Thank you so much for having me here. It's great to be with you, and it's great to be with your audience and to share a little bit of laughter.
Absolutely. It is our pleasure to be with you. We know that having you here is going to increase our endorphins. It may even shake up our stomach muscles, tighten them up a little bit, which is good for some of us, right? Because we need to lose a few pounds anyways. So, I'm glad to have you with us. You've done such miraculous work. The accolades go far and beyond what we have time to share this evening. So I just want to get into it, and I just want my audience to know more about you. Let's start with this. Who is Celeste Green?
Well, my official title is a certified laughter yoga teacher, and I'm a U.S. laughter yoga ambassador. I've been laughing on purpose now and inspiring others to laugh for 13 years, laughing on purpose. And probably the most significant way that I've shared laughter has been through a community laughter club. It's that you got to experience and your family got to experience, bringing laughter to as many people as possible is my mission.
Fantastic. I'm glad I personally can validate that mission being something that is have great influence for all age ranges. And we'll talk about that as we go forward today as well. But I want just to take a moment just to have an introduction to laughter, to laughing yoga. Some people who are listening, maybe they've never, only time they experience laughter is through comedy. They may experience it with going to a comedy show or watching it on television, but or just being inebriated and having a good time and laughing at somebody's jokes or somebody's riddle, right? But they don't understand. I want them to be able to understand it from a different perspective. And also, the yoga component is in it as well. And I can tell you there's still a large population of people who haven't even experienced yoga and be interested in how the two come together, right? So introduce us to those of us who are not familiar with laughing yoga.
Absolutely. So laughter yoga is, for starters, it's a health concept. It's great for our physical health and our mental health. But basically, this is a way that we can laugh without jokes or humor or comedy. This type of laughter works because our body does not care whether the laughter is genuine laughter or you're just going through the motions of laughter. So both of those bring about health benefits. So what we do in the laughter yoga sessions is we generate laughter as a form of exercise, which is actually pretty easy to do in a group because laughter is very contagious. When you hear other people laughing and you see other people laughing and you let yourself give in to the playfulness of it all, the laughter becomes genuine and contagious. Now, there's no special yoga poses in the sense that people may be thinking. It's actually called laughter yoga because of the diaphragmatic motion of the laughter mimics the deep intentional breathing that you would do in a traditional yoga class. We also incorporate a lot of nice deep breathing into the session. And this has been around since 1995. It started with an Indian medical doctor and his wife, a yoga teacher. And it started with just a handful of people laughing in a park. And it has now spread to over 100 countries all over the world. I was telling you about this free laughter club movement where people are coming together, oftentimes for free, to get the health benefits of laughter together in a group.
So we don't have to do any downward dog poses and laugh at the same time. None of that's going to happen.
None of that's going to happen.
Darn it, that'll create some laughter by itself.
Exactly. It's basically like playful behaviors while laughing. So like we can laugh for a minute. Why not? It seems right.
Right.
We'll do a little waving laughter just to say hello to everybody here and to each other. So we'll wave as many different ways as we can, all while laughing. All right, let's go.
I can tell you, my family who's listening to this, even the young niece, she's waiting for this moment. She's like, "Are we going to do laughing yoga at the same time?" But laughter feels great, and I know, especially in my community of people, we really use laughter to cover up pain, and so to see to move in a space of what laughter yoga provides. I just really want to talk about the power of laughter. Can you share with us just different examples on how laughter itself has an intrinsic power?
Absolutely. So for starters, just in general, some of the health benefits of laughter, both physical health benefits, it mimics aerobic exercise. So both physically, it can be a workout, especially the way in which we laugh. And it does feel good to work out. And
I can vouch for that.
Yeah. But for me in my life and many of the people who the laughter yoga has helped, has been a lot of the mental health benefits. So it's great for your physical health, but also it relieves stress, tension, anxiety, depressive symptoms. It releases a bonding hormone that helps us come together and feel like a united group when we laugh together, and just overall general feelings of well-being and quality of life. So it's got so many amazing health benefits, and the best thing about it is that you have it with you all the time, and we just have to access it. One thing that's so beneficial about this type of laughter is it's dependable, no matter what is going on. You can choose laughter and generate laughter as a form of exercise. And even if you don't feel like laughing at first, you can notice some significant improvements just after a few minutes.
Right, exactly. And I can vouch for that, definitely, especially even being in that lower vibrational space that we call depression, anxiety, disappointment, fear. Laughter just helps to clear the perspective and to clear the slate. I remember it was one session that I was involved with, and there was a young lady, a teenage young lady, who reminded me of my own daughters and the struggles that they all went through the pandemic and after the pandemic, and just the stuff that happens just by being a teenager, right? And especially now, today, it's a little bit more difficult. There's a lot of bullying that's happening. And so you don't see a lot of teenagers laughing. Like they take life so serious, it feels like it's the end of the world. What do you say for those who find it difficult to laugh?
Yeah, I've been there in my own introduction to laughter yoga. How I even came upon this was I felt that I had, lost my own ability to laugh. And there have been times throughout my laughter yoga journey that I haven't as easily been able to access the laughter. That being said, your body doesn't care whether it's genuine laughter or you're just going through the motions of laughter. So for me, what I like to do every day is make a point to laugh on purpose. So you can bring it into things you would already be doing. So, like, getting ready, doing the dishes, whatever it is. And sometimes just going through the motions of laughter actually generates genuine laughter. But even if it doesn't, you still get the health benefits. The other thing is the laughter yoga community is such a wonderful resource to be able to access the laughter, because it's more contagious when you're together and you see other people laughing and you hear other people laughing and you let yourself be a little playful. So the great thing about these laughter clubs is they're in cities all over the world. They also have groups on Zoom. I have one that meets twice a week, completely free. Um, and it can help even just being around laughter, even if you don't feel like you personally can laugh. And I've been there before too, but even just being in the room, whether it be an in-person room or a virtual room, there are benefits just from being in the presence of laughter. So I would say just start gently, and you can start with just a minute and just gradually increase it, and be gentle with yourself. I mean, every day is going to be different.
Absolutely. Every day is different. And I can attest to that. When I involved a family member of mine into the chat, she's not the most laughable person. She's like, so she's not going to give it a real good hearty chuckle. But as we were going through the process, it was her daughter and we were just rolling. And simply because of our laughter, it induced her to laugh. And so that happens with all of us. Like, if we can just get around laughter, it can change our vibration. It can change how we feel about things, how we see about things. There's a statement in the chat from Honor's Blessings. Thank you for your statement. It says, "I used laughter while in labor and gave birth easy. Laughter definitely creates loads of endorphins." Have you had that experience? Have you been helped pregnant women? Created a circle of pregnant women, help them with laughter?
Interestingly, I have not. So in the 13 years that I've been laughing on purpose, I have never helped a group of women, pregnant women. But over the years, I've laughed with all kinds of people. The majority of my work has been with corporate groups, and I've also done significant amount of work with elders, because of the special relationship that I had with my own grandma and the laughter that we shared together. But yeah, I've had the pleasure of helping lots of people laugh, but not anybody in labor. And I myself have never been in labor, so I haven't laughed in labor.
Now, I would have loved to see how that approach works for
you. Reality TV.
Exactly. The laughing yoga guru laughs while in labor. You too can have a laughing labor.
Live stream to you.
Speaking of techniques and laughing in labor, let's talk about some of the laughing yoga techniques that people can utilize. They can try on their own and also in a group setting, or that you demonstrate for people to help them to ease themselves into an uncontrollable laughter.
Awesome. So one of the special techniques, so in laughter yoga, we use a lot of affirmative, childlike, playful chants. And so a foundational chant, and you clap with a full palm to palm, finger to finger clap. So this gives you an energy massage and your acupressure points. And we actually make laughter sounds while we're doing it because, hey, our body doesn't care, right? So we go through the motions of laughter. So you can join in with me and just do it together. It goes like this: ho, ho, ha, ha, ha. Join in. Ho,
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 ha, ha, ha.
ho,
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 ha, ha, ha. Two more. Ho,
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 ha, ha, ha. Last one.
ho,
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 ha, ha, ha.
ha.
And yay!
Hey! And I was going to make a joke, but I'm not. I will take this time not to make this joke. So that's wonderful. One wonderful good technique. Is there another that you can share with us that, maybe something we want to do throughout the day when we're finding ourselves maybe in a little lower, feeling tested? What can we do to help shift that energy through an exercise?
Well, it's kind of a silly, playful exercise, but it always helps get me out of the seriousness of my own head. So it's called mental floss laughter. So in this exercise, we're going to enjoy some mental hygiene. You can do this in a mirror and when you're alone, or do it with others in a laughter club. But basically, you string this floss around your hands all while laughing, and then you thread it in and out all while laughing. We'll clean each other's heads because we're here. And sometimes there might be hard to reach spots. All right, ready, go.
Let me get yours.
And say this with me. Ho, ho,
ho,
ha, ha, ha. Two more. Ho,
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 ha, ha, ha. Last one. Ho,
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 ha, ha, ha. And yay.
It's a good diaphragm exercise, ladies and gentlemen. If you haven't figured it out yet, you can get a good workout on your diaphragm. It'll tighten it up for you.
Exactly. And while we're at it, we should take a breath, and we can involve some laughter in our breath too. So we're going to breathe in, we're going to stretch up, we're going to smile, and then we're going to let ourselves laugh on the way down. Let's go. Breathe in, smile, stretch. Just laughing. The wonderful thing about laughter is it changes your perspective over time. So Dr. Kataria, the founder of Laughter Yoga, who has a unique vision of world peace through laughter, just like what you were talking about. If more people are coming together, raising their vibration, we can create a more peaceful world. Well, he says the more that we laugh, the more that we're able to laugh. And I have found in my own life that is definitely true. Through laughing on purpose and helping others do the same thing. So we can enjoy all that to say, we can enjoy a little perspective shifting laughter. So we'll look through our perspective shifting glasses, admire each other's laughing faces as we, of course, laugh. All right, ready, go. And say this with me. Ho, 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 ha, ha, ha. Two more. Ho, 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 ha, ha, ha. last one. Ho, ho,
Oh,
ha,
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 ha.
and yay.
Yay! Fantastic. Oh yes, yes. I said that's that's cool. I guess they try to say that's cool. Uh, but fantastic. And I love that statement that the doctor made, and I truly believe that as well. The more we laugh, the less we fight. The more we laugh, the less we fight. We don't have much time to fight if we're constantly laughing. And that is something that we really need more of in today's society. With so much dysfunction happening, so much chaos. And I agree, and I believe it's controlled chaos. So it's happening on purpose to create dissension and division amongst us. So the more laughter that we have, the more we can see that we can enjoy each other's laughter. We can find commonalities in each other's laughter and the things that we laugh about, which will allow us to see that we have so much more in common than we do that separates us, which is one of the tenets here at One Transformation Center.
That was very well said. And that's exactly what we're doing when we're coming together in laughter. It enables the light within me to see the light within you.
Mhm.
There's no language barrier to laughter and purposeful play. So it brings people together in ways that you wouldn't expect. And with my laughter club that I've been running for 13 years now, the free club that meets in the community. One thing that's so amazing about the club is that it attracts people of all ages, walks of life, all kinds of people coming together to laugh on purpose and get the health benefits of laughter together in community. It's such a beautiful thing.
Indeed. Indeed. Definitely. All right. So now we talked about it a little bit. We've already gone. See, it's happening on purpose, right? Because everything is leading into the next question without us even knowing what the next question is or the next topic is. But let's talk about the emotional and spiritual dimensions that laughter and that laughing yoga can bring about for us. The different healings that can happen emotionally, the different elevations that can happen from the spiritual component. What experiences have you had in this space? What stories can you share with us? Um, how laughing yoga can aid in the emotional and spiritual dimensions.
Well, one thing about the laughter, so for me, I'm a big meditator as well. I love meditating, and I've been meditating on purpose. Like I say, I've been laughing on purpose all this time now. And when I laugh before I meditate, I find that I can go so much deeper. You clear out the mind and you open the heart. And so incorporating laughter into your daily spiritual practice is so beneficial in taking things more lightly, being able to laugh through adversity and come out on the other side. It's such a heart opener too. For me, it's brought so many beautiful people into my life, and in many ways that's been the spiritual connection, is connecting with others and helping them to laugh. Laughter itself can really aid you in being able to process different emotions. So sometimes laughter can lead into deep tears that are needed for that transformation, and the laughter can help us access it when we're not maybe able to access in other ways. So it's a perfect thing to do as you start your day, is incorporate laughter. I think if that's one thing I can share with your group, is to bring laughter into your daily practice in any way that you can.
I can attest to that too. When I participate in one of your within the community, And afterwards, I'm already set up for it. I'm already ready to go, right? I'm like, okay, laughter yoga's coming. This is going to be the highlight right here. This is going to change the dimension. It's going to change the dynamics of the day. And I realized that after doing so, things are lighter. And so I can attest that through laughter, you're able to get greater clarity because you've removed the stress, you've removed the tension, you've removed the anxiety. Sometimes, even what I've also witnessed in doing laughter yoga, that it just takes a moment. It's a moment that you get to remove yourself from your worries.
Mm-hmm.
Like those concerns that you have. Maybe there's a bill that's due. You're like, how am I going to pay this? Well, you're not worried about it while you're laughing. As a matter of fact, you're laughing at the fact that you're worried about paying it. The fact, then you get the opportunity to see that, you're supported, that everything's working together for your best and highest good. To get an opportunity to remember the mantras, remember the affirmations, remember the prayers and the promises that you have, that if you've held true, that you've the stories, the adventures that you've been through previously in your life that allowed you to, that you can go back and say, you know what, I've been through this before, and I came through it like I was elevated afterwards. Man, please let me laugh at that thing off and keep it moving. And it just gives you freedom to be more than it does, and release the need to do something. Go ahead.
I completely agree. And what stood out to me is the clarity and the just being. So that's the best way to describe it is, when you laugh, you experience that clarity, you experience being in the present moment. And it's not always easy, but it can be an easier way to get into that joyful, clear, present moment.
Absolutely. This is what I was talking about earlier. The laughing. Tashana Cherry says from Facebook says the laughing is definitely contagious. I can't wait to join in a session. I wasn't sure about it at first because I don't laugh much, but this can be life-changing for me. Yes. Rose Blessings has another comment. She says, Gabby, which is the daughter of Tashana, who's 9, get ready to turn 10. She says, laughing is greatness and joyful.
Lovely.
Fantastic. Laughter is the best medicine. So I know I said 30 minutes. I just have a few more questions for you, and we'll get you out of here. I don't want to keep you longer than I know you have an evening prepared. And that may be filled with some other type of laughter. So we want to allow you to have those experiences. All right. So you spoke about, and we spoke about this already, how to incorporate laughter into our daily lives and the importance of doing so. Can you just give us a little bit more insight on the benefits of incorporating laughter into our daily lives?
Yeah. So physically, laughter, it strengthens and relaxes your muscles. So I'm talking about your facial, chest, abdominal, gastrointestinal, cardiac, pulmonary, skeletal. All of these muscles are stimulated through laughter. And what's great is the muscles relax after a hearty laugh. So you strengthen them and you get that release. Wow. It's good for your heart. It's good for your lungs. To bring in that circulation, the respiration that laughter provides. It's great for your immune system. Pain, physical pain. It elevates our pain threshold tolerance. So those are just like a few physical benefits. And I mentioned some of the mental health benefits earlier, but it's got an incredible, and there's more and more research being done about laughter. So laughter has only been studied as a science. It's called gelotology, which I really like, but it's only been studied since the 1960s. And then laughter yoga, intentional laughter only came about with Dr. Kataria in 1990. Of course, people were laughing on purpose before, but as a movement, So I think we're really just, now getting to more and more discoveries about laughter as more science looks at the health benefits of intentional laughter.
And I can attest to the laughter, especially through your pain and heightening your pain thresholds. I remember back in the 90s, I was in the Navy and I had a freak accident on the basketball court playing championship game for my team, for my ship against the Army team of Hawaii. And I went up to block a shot and the gentleman came underneath me and clipped me and I fell head first. Braced myself, stuck my arm out to brace myself so that I wouldn't I can just limit my injury. So I was thinking. And I actually bit my forearm up in a U shape, and my palm flipped up, totally upside down, and the bone exited out my wrist. And I didn't, I looked at it and I assessed it and said, oh, maybe it's just dislocated. I'll pop it back in. No, it wasn't dislocated. So this is a fracture, and it's a serious fracture. And then I said, well, there's nothing I can do about it. And I didn't scream, I didn't yell, I didn't curse, none of those things, and no crying. And my commanding officer came over there. He said, "Is there anything I can do for you, shipmate?" I said, "No, sir. I don't think there is at this moment, except probably get me to the hospital." He said, "Are you sure?" I said, "Well, now that you mention it, it'd be nice. Can I get a raise?" And everybody just busted out laughing. It's like, how can you make a joke at this time? I said, well, laughing about it helps me with managing the pain.
Yeah.
And so what am I going to do? Scream, yell, cry? It's not going to fix anything. It's not going to make it easier. But laughing about it takes my mind away from it a little bit. So I'm just going to be a little silly for a moment. Mm-hmm. And so it definitely helped me. And when I arrived to the hospital, I didn't get any medication for like 30 minutes. They pushed me into emergency surgery. And so I had time, a moment to laugh with the nurses.
Well, it's contagious.
They're like, how can you laugh at this moment? It's like, what else do you expect me to do?
They probably needed the laughter too.
Right. Listen, you're silly. Thank you. But so I can definitely attest that it definitely helps raise your pain threshold and tolerance if you're able to laugh through it. So all of you pregnant women out there, maybe you want to consider laughter through labor. Maybe it can help you, make it a little bit easier for you. Just a few more questions here. Laughing yogas. You mentioned this earlier. Laughing yoga in groups and communities. You shared that you have a laughing community yourself that happens twice a week. Can you share with us more information?
Yeah. So my website is like my name, celestegreenlaughs.com. And on there, I have where you can sign up, and it's free. It's an online laughter group, and this is the group that we've been referencing. And it meets twice a week. So I've got one that meets on Tuesdays at 7:30 p.m. Eastern, and then I've got another group. Different link, same good time. And that's on Fridays at 11:30 a.m. Eastern. And I am based in Atlanta, and opening up my in-person laughter yoga group back up after the pandemic at the Trolley Barn in Inman Park. So you'll look for that online. That should be coming up over the summer. So that'll be something to look forward to for those who are in Atlanta and want to come together and laugh together in person. It's in a beautiful garden. This group has helped me through so much. I had not laughed online before the pandemic. And I was so thankful for my friends in the laughter yoga community who so quickly got on Zoom, and we all did it. And to be able to connect with them helped so much with isolation. And I really credit the Laughter Club for helping me to get through the rough times of the pandemic. And even now that I'm starting to in-person laughter yoga group back up, and we're able to do that, I still am going to keep the online group going because I love it so much. And it's truly we're not limited by borders. All we need, well, not everybody has an internet connection, but you know what I'm saying. So it's makes it more accessible.
Absolutely. And we're here. It is our goal, is our intention to have her to partner with One Transformation Center as well, and have some of these sessions so we can expose it to more people on a regular basis and give her a bigger audience, a bigger participation, a bigger group to impact. So we're looking forward to that as well. Now I wanted you shared with some personal experiences and success stories. And if you can give us a little bit about that too, of how this is personal experience for you and some success stories that have happened by way of what the services that you provide, and then also with some advice for beginners.
Yeah. So laughter yoga is very media friendly. So you showed my CNN clip at the beginning, and that's one of my successful moments is being approached by them and them wanting to do a story about laughter yoga. I've gotten to share on the news 3 different times, and I've been able to do a TED talk talking about the benefits of laughter. And for me, all of this has come easily just from just trusting in the laughter and just being led by the laughter. I didn't touch much on this, but I've done so much work with elders, and even did a scientific study looking at the health benefits of intentional laughter with elders. And that was published in a scientific journal. So I even have a scientific study.
I was going to hit on that.
So for me, I feel like I was meant to do this. I'm so glad that I discovered it when I did. It turned my own life around. When I discovered it, I was experiencing, depression, anxiety, stress, and I really needed to laugh. And I really didn't know how to laugh. It's funny, I had been involved in comedy before getting involved in laughter yoga, but I wasn't able to access the laughter in the same ways. And so this has really given me a way to be able to get the health benefits of laughter. So I think any day that I'm laughing, I feel like it's a good, successful day. What did they say? We should redefine success. Success is being able to be present and be in a good mood. And laughter gives us the tool to do that.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And also, do you have any advice for beginners?
Oh, yeah. So for beginners, well, believe it or not, there's so many different ways to laugh. So I mentioned the laughter clubs. I mentioned just starting slow with just a little bit of laughter. You can do things that are already familiar to you and just add in a little laughter. So for me, I'm like constantly doing dishes at my house. I don't know about your house, but like bringing laughter into those activities. So really, if you can prolong the laughter is where you start to notice those benefits. But they even have laughter yoga trainings where you can learn how to facilitate laughter yoga, not only with groups, but learn how to bring more laughter into your life. So there's a whole world out there in laughter yoga. I had no idea when I first got introduced to the concept in 2010 what I would discover. But the thing about these laughter clubs is they're all over. So it's a great thing to do when you visit a new city and meet people. And then also the groups on Zoom are bringing laughter right into your living room.
They definitely are. They definitely are. So, we're in the spirit of getting you out of here. Not that we're kicking you out, but we're releasing you into your more laughing environment. I'm sure that someone else wants to have your attention more than we do. Well, we thank you for taking this time with us and sharing with us so much and bringing so much laughter into this space. It's greatly appreciated. So how do we remain connected to you, and what's on the horizon for you?
So check me out on my website, celestegreenlaughs.com. I have a project that I'm not allowed to talk about yet, but hopefully there'll be some exciting things to share in the near future. But yes, there's good things on the horizon. And if you want to laugh, you know where to find me. I've got the group twice a week and would love to have you. Bring all your friends, bring strangers, bring your enemies, your frenemies, laugh with them. No, that is the great thing about laughter, though, is it brings together people no matter what. So I'd say come and check it out.
Fantastic. Any social media? Because, sometimes we don't like to go to websites. So it's easier for us to go to our Facebook, our Twitters, our YouTubes. Because I've seen on YouTube, you have a lot of clips over there that'll give you more expanded information. And also seeing your TED Talk, that was a beautiful, beautiful approach, beautiful talk. I think people may be interested in that. What is your YouTube that they can check you out?
So my YouTube is Laugh Active. So you type in Laugh Active, and yeah, I post a lot of different videos on there of sessions and little laugh along workout videos, if you will. But that's also a great way to, bring some laughter into your day. Just popping on a 5-minute video and just laughing along and seeing what kind of change you have after just a few minutes.
Indeed, indeed. Well, Celeste, you'll be seeing me in the community, and at the same time, I'm gonna bring people with me. And at the same time, we just really appreciate you being with us, sharing with us, giving us access to something that most of us never heard of before. And it's a great resource and tool that helps us on our journey of transformation and allows us to be more of who we are and to realize more of the love and the joy that exists in this wonderful space that we call life. So thank you so much for joining us. Is there any parting words that you'd like to share with us as you depart?
I just want to share a little parting laughter with you.
Hey, let's do it.
It is laughter yoga, so why not? And the light within me does see the light within you. So we will put our hands at our heart and just bow slightly forward and just let ourselves make eye contact and laugh. Let's do it.
Even for those of you we can't see, we see you.
Thank you so much.
Well, Celeste, we love you. We embrace you and we honor you. And we too see the light in you as well as the God in you. So continue to be great and let your light shine brightly. Until next time, have a great night.
You too. Thanks so much.
My pleasure. My pleasure. All right, good people. Did you enjoy that as much as I did? That was a great, great conversation, right? I want you to stay tuned to get more of these type of conversations as we continue to go forward. And I also want you to also like this stream if you haven't already done so. We greatly appreciate that. Greatly appreciate it. And we'll just have a few moments that we can leave space and time. We can leave space and time for us to be able to go into our Ask Semyon segment. If you're interested in doing so, you have any questions for myself, the transformative leader, feel free to ask. Let's do it. The Ask Semyon section. Well, feel free to come on the stream or put a question in the chat. Let's discuss some pressing issues affecting your life if you have any at this moment. But don't be pressed to do so. It's all right if you don't. But those who have missed this part, any part of this conversation, those who missed any part of this conversation, feel free to go back and check it out on YouTube, or here on One Transformation Center's YouTube page, and catch it from the beginning. And while you're there, like the stream, share it on your social media spaces, and in addition to that, also leave us a comment with the hashtag Laugh Out Loud, perhaps, or even better, Transformative Conversation. We're glad to have you here. Glad to share with you and continue to bring more of these type of conversations. The question came in and said, what more conversations are to be expected in the future? Well, I'm going to bring a good friend of mine on here shortly. The world-renowned diet-free coach. He had one of the highest rated infomercials that you've seen if you're up late at night. And he's been on all the great shows. Matter of fact, he was developing a program himself for a talk show himself. Robert Ferguson, I'm gonna bring him on, and he's gonna give us some information on how we can be healthier, eat healthier, how we can eat foods that we like just by changing the way that we cook them. So definitely want to bring him on. I'm gonna bring on some common people too. And also that birth question, we're gonna talk about that too. Talk about some transformative births. We're gonna have some real good conversations, some things that's gonna add value to your lives, things that's going to assist you with being the best and highest version of yourself. Why? Because you deserve that. You are an extension and reflection of the Master Creator, and you deserve to experience what it feels like to be that. And so we're here to support you with doing so. So, any other questions out there for today? If not, it's all gravy, baby. But I will want to take a moment out to ask you to feel free to come in and support the broadcast, support the stream with a donation via Giveify. We are a not-for-profit entity here, so everything helps. Everything helps. Or you can send it via Cash App. You see it below, it's scrolling across your stream as we speak. So go ahead. Again, share with other people. We believe here that to receive, to give, and to receive are one and the same. To give and to receive are one and the same. That's why we give you access to all this information, all this transformative opportunity, because we're receiving it at the same time. There's no difference. So what you have, it is imposed upon you. It is provided to you so that you can be a cheerful giver. By doing so, the universe acknowledges that and says, hey, let me give them more to give. They like to give, let me give them more to give. All right? So fantastic. So also, going forward, I should have turned my ringer off. Sorry about that. Also, going forward, we are live every morning at 5 a.m. Eastern Standard Time with our morning manifestation sessions throughout the week. And on the weekends, it's 8 a.m. Come join us as we give you the fuel that you need so that you don't have to worry about running empty. So come check us out. Tell us what you think. Give some feedback and stay tuned in and connected to us on our social media spaces as well. So without any further ado, as always, we love you, we honor you, and we embrace you for all that you are in this moment and forevermore. And we also see God as well as his light in you. So continue to be the change you desire to see. All right? Until next time, good people, be great.